JoJo games on Roblox. I would say this is one of the better genres of anime games on Roblox in general, and most of these games are at least decent. Again, keyword most. But amongst all of those games, there's one that took me by surprise and still sticks with me today. They got the JoJo game formula, added their own spin to it, and created, in my mind, a masterpiece. Yes, you guessed it, boys, we are talking about Project Star. And with this video, I intend to convince a lot of you to play the game again, and if you haven't played it at all, you're definitely in for a surprise, because you are going to be scratching your head wondering why a game like this has so few players. Now guys, one of my favorite parts about this game is actually the fact that it has a full storyline. Now it has a main storyline, but there's also side quests like this one I'll just use as an example to show you. For example, if I go down here, and then you see there's like this secret lab, and then you actually have to explore it to find this place, and then there's this scientist that you talk to, and I've already talked to him, and then so I have the mission and it wants me to collect all these scraps. And then what other JoJo game actually has you going into a dungeon to complete a simple task like that? And then as you can see, you know, with the dungeons start off really cool, you get in here and then it's like that. Now you have to pay attention to the combat. So it's like the NPCs are actually smart, and in the game your singular moves aren't gonna do much damage, so you actually have to chain combos, and with playtime you get better at the game. And of course I have the world here, but look at this. Now if you actually combine moves, it does cool stuff. Like, you know, I actually can use a knife barrage right there because I used it while time was stopped, and you can see as I kill more, I get more of the scraps that I need and stuff to complete this mission. And you know, everything is unique. You're not repeating missions on over and over again to like level up or anything like that. You know, it's not that kind of game. It's like actually story driven and adventure driven. Of course you have a maze right here, and then you just beat these guys up, and then eventually once you have enough you get the style. Now the more observant of you would realize that this isn't the regular Zawardo stand, that I actually have a skin on this, and that's pretty cool. You can get skins as well, which adds added rarity to the game, and basically this is the rarest stand in the game. But if I press M right here, you'll notice that, you know, everything's pretty cool. You have your skill points, it's a skill tree system, you have your combat style. I don't have any equipped right now. Then I have my stand, and there's attributes as well, and they all do different things. I have a legendary right now. Of course you have your boosters and stuff, but I think a skill tree is probably the best like progression system, because you can actually pick your own build. Like, you know, I don't want this, so I didn't get that. I don't want this, so I saved my points. And that's what I love in games, when they have a skill tree. And I actually like this guy looks like level 1, but you'll notice how like I'm not just one tapping him. Like the scaling is actually balanced. What stand is that? Well, if you want to know so badly, yeah, but anyway, as you see, everything's not too busted. Oh, this guy actually has the world as well. So as I can move a bit in time stop. Like there's interactions like that, you know, since like the world can actually like move in time stop for a few seconds. You can see I can move like in his for a bit. Other people with different stands won't be able to do that. I have my time skip, and like the combat, I might as well just show you guys right here. It actually takes skill. So like one of the hardest moves to hit right here, it's like this donut move, which is on my C, and like this one was like the bane to my existence. Oh yeah, there it is. That I remember loving to do that. But again, no move is doing half of someone's health, okay? You're not going to be one-tapping people in this game. So it's like, you know, if I use a move right here, see how he can move a bit because he has the world, and I do this, and I actually have to pull off my combo. And I have to hold this here. And I still got the muscle memory from when I used to grind this game. 1M1M1, and he's dead. So yeah, yeah, that is pretty cool. But he's probably like level 1 or something. So not all the fights go like that. I guess another thing that adds to the exploration and adventure you actually feel when playing this game is the fact that there's NPCs that will give you some side quests that don't follow the main story. Like there's Abdul here, and then there's like a whole Dio's mansion type dungeon over there. And we're not gonna gonna get into that today, but there's also like items you can find on the ground. So let me actually like try and find one. Okay, so over here, you know, the stand arrows, my boy. So, you know, most JoJo games, all you do is go around looking for your stand arrows and rokas. You just do that over and over again until you get the world over heaven, requiem, mastery, god mode, some nonsense. And then, well, in this game, there's actually different types of arrows you can collect, like the unusual arrows and the gleaming arrows, which give you a higher chance of getting a rarer stand. There's a bunch of other stuff like these items that you can wear as well, which I really like. And of course you have your stone mask, which will give you different which will give you the vampire fighting style, so that's pretty nice as well. And yeah, there's motorcycles in the game for getting around, yeah, as you've probably noticed. And then if you come over here, if I remember correctly, this was like a stand storage place. I don't think I have anything stored. Wait, Daniel, Darby, combat style. Oh yeah, wait, okay, let me actually transfer my combat style. So you had to be a Wamu boss to get this one. I grinded for it, so let me see. Oh yeah, and then it actually like gives you like the Wamu horn and stuff, and then you had to like, you like stand like Wamu as well. Okay, wait, let me actually go test this guy. I can't forget what this does. And this is my combat tree, so combat knowledge, which was the good one. Oh yeah, divine sandstorm was definitely a good one. I think horn drill was pretty bad. Wind mode, I don't think that was a good. Oh yeah, twister was good. Right, so this bandit camp over here. Now the fighting styles here, this one was like, you have to be pretty good to actually use it. I did that, and you had your divine sandstorm, and then you could like combo into it as well. Oh yeah, now I'm remembering. And again, it's like you can't just one tap people. Bandit plans, I just forgot what that's for, but yeah, you get the gist of it. Like, it's actually rewarding to get stuff like this, but it's not like overpowered. Let me actually put on some of my other items, because I believe that these give health as well. So I have Dio's headband and Zeppeli's hat. That gives me like a bit more health, but I think I'll show another dungeon now. Okay, now this is actually a really cool dungeon. So I really do feel like consistent updates would have kept this game alive. I feel like they were probably demotivated by the low numbers and how they kept going down. That's probably what made them stop. Okay, yeah, this boss looks very familiar. Oh yeah, here it is, ultimate car. So as you can see, like the bosses in this game aren't like some artificial difficulty nonsense. Like they're real bosses that you'd expect in a game, like where you actually have to time your moves and time your dodging. It's not just they have a bunch of health and that's why they're bosses. You know, most JoJo games and anime games in general, they would just give an NPC more health than average and then they'll call that a boss. This one's like actually fun. They actually have their own attack pattern. There used to be a method to beating this. I don't even really remember it, but let me just okay, we're doing decent damage here. Let me time stop it. There we go. Then do this, then 2, 3, and then barrage. Okay, that does decent damage. Now you can stun it. And then I can hit this with a donut. Boom. Oh, that one tapped it. Okay, that's crazy. You can just see him dangling there. So yeah, it's pretty nice. And so that is just a bit of insight into Project Star. It has a great storyline, lots of ability sets for you guys to play. And you'll find that it actually still has weeks worth of content, even though it more or less stopped getting updated. Now, if you are a fan of just objectively good Roblox games and you think that Roblox is completely dry right now and you are sick of the bandit beaters, I think that you guys should definitely go try this game, because you'll find that the community for this game is die hard. Like, they don't care about the player count. They will still grind day in, day out, hosting events and stuff for this game. So in that sense, I can kind of respect them. But that said, that's it from me. I'll see you guys in the next one.
I can persevere, go forward on my own. There's a bright and shining pure light coming through the dark.